Hello, folks. I'm Professor Henry Chambers of the University of Richmond School of Law. I want to briefly highlight the legal issues surrounding the census and the citizenship question the Department of Commerce recently attempted to place on the 2020 census. First, the Constitution requires a census. The Constitution requires the government count the people, not just American citizens, in the United States for the purpose of providing appropriate congressional representation to each state in the Union. The Constitution requires that the actual enumeration, the census, shall be made in such manner as Congress shall by law direct. Though directing the census is Congress's job, it has delegated that responsibility through the Census Act to the Secretary of Commerce, the head of the cabinet department that runs the Census Bureau. That's why the focus has been on Secretary Wilbur Ross's decision to put a citizenship question on the 2020 census. Second, federal law requires that certain decisions made by government officials be justified. This is particularly important with respect to adding a citizenship question to the census, because the Commerce Department recognizes that adding a citizenship question to the census will likely depress the response rate for the census, likely making it less accurate in systematic ways. The Supreme Court's recent decision considered whether Secretary Ross's decision to add a citizenship question was justified under relevant federal law. In a nutshell, the court determined that Secretary Ross could add a citizenship question to the census if the decision was justified. Secretary Ross's claimed justification that the citizenship question was necessary to help enforce the Voting Rights Act was not the real basis or an adequate basis for the decision to add the question. The court essentially told the Secretary to try again. Given how soon the census is, Secretary Ross essentially and reasonably gave up on adding a citizenship question to the census and decided to get citizenship data through other governmental data. The court focused on whether Secretary Ross's decision was justified. It did not focus on whether the decision was wise. That, arguably, is for us, the American people, to decide.